Hi everyone, it's Susan for SusanWinter.net. I really appreciate you coming to my channel, and I appreciate your giving me your questions because we're doing question and answer time again. And for those of you who have subscribed, thank you. Thank you, thank you. If you haven't, please do so now. Please subscribe. It really helps me out. It gives me a lot of confidence that I'm gaining traction in creating the kinds of videos that you really want to see and that you value. Thank you. So today I have a question, and this is, why do they act cool when there's chemistry and interest? Yes, geez, I don't know. It's never confusing out there, is it? Okay, so this is from Linda. Oh, Lord. So, okay. She's been in the house all day because we did a Facebook Live and a YouTube Live thing this morning. So, okay, this is Nika. She'll be here for part of this at least. Okay, so Linda writes, I have a crush on someone, and although I don't know what the outcome will be, it seems there's chemistry, and I get the feeling he likes me. However, when we bump into each other, he's either pretending not to remember our last conversation to play it cool, or he's really not paying attention. I, on the other hand, remember every detail of our conversations. Is this a gender thing? Thanks. Okay, Linda. So, as I'm reading this, initially I thought, maybe she's in high school. And then I thought, Susan, do you really forget all those phone calls and consultations you get? She could be 45, and this could be a coworker. Have you ever noticed that some of the things that we're going through today, we experienced in junior high school? And it made sense then because nobody knew what they were doing. And why you wonder, as an adult, you'd have to repeat this again? Okay, so this is a simple and complex answer. Let me answer it this way. Why do they act cool when there's chemistry and interest? Because there's chemistry and interest, which means game. All right. You're on the game board, Linda, whether you know it or not. And most people, when they feel any kind of attraction, interest, spark, even if they're not sure how they feel about you, but you've stirred something and they know that you're interested in them. When people are uncomfortable, they demonstrate the opposite of the truth. That's game, okay? And no wonder it's confusing because our internal radar is picking up, wait, they like us. I feel a spark. And then we're seeing this, no. And then in another moment, it's warm and open, then it's covered over again. This is crazy making. Welcome to our time period of dating. Okay? So here's the deal. They're acting that way because they are interested. And because at the root of all of our bizarre behavior is the absolute need to not look foolish, not be rejected, not show our hand. So when people are scared and they're disempowered internally, they don't have the courage to show their hand. That's why I advocate all of you show your hand, because it's kind of like acting which way is better, from the outer in or the inner out, as long as the performance is complete. So, whether you begin to tell the truth and then realize that it's empowering you, or you're empowered enough to tell the truth, you get to the same place. Do you understand? But people that are not on that wavelength will dart in and out, hot and cold, and give you yes signs followed by a no sign. And the fact that you remember every detail of this conversation, you're a little bit weighted to be too invested for where this person's capabilities are now. What I mean by that is, you probably obsess about this a little bit because you replay it in your mind. Okay, so you like this person a lot. Are they obsessing too? Possibly. Therefore, trying to throw you off the scent by acting cold. There's a stalemate that you can break here. You can come up and honestly say to the person, I really like you. like to get to know you better. Would you ever want to, sit down and have a cup of coffee or talk, or do you have time? See, I don't know if you're 17 or if you're 47, so it's hard for me to put it into a context, but I'd make the overture. And is it a gender thing? Games are games. Historically, men have had a harder time expressing their emotions, but game is game, and anyone who's frightened will play game. That's all I know. So go ahead and be the more powerful of the two. This has nothing to do about a woman leading. This has to do about breaking a stalemate. In cases like this, I don't follow tradition, I don't follow rules. I follow the rule of let's get a resolution. You're in or you're out. I'm going to kind of push it a little bit to that point of clarity and honesty where you're either going to feel so uncomfortable you back out altogether. Didn't mean to be here, I gave you the wrong idea, so sorry, I didn't mean that. And I'm free, right? So don't fear being honest, don't fear being direct, and don't fear having the answer, okay? Because you need to move on. And I think you might find that this person that you feel instinctively is attracted to you may well be and needs to have some kind of invitation to have a real conversation. I hope this helps. Susan Winter for SusanWinter.net. Thank you for tuning into iTunes, where I have this show done in podcast. You're going to really enjoy it. So if you can't watch, you can listen. And thank you, all of you who are coming to me on Magnify. I love the system. I'm meeting new people every day who tell me they met me here at YouTube and they're a new follower. And thank you, those of you who book directly on my website for consultations. That's great. And I've had a number of out-of-town people that have come into New York for the day, spent the day with me, done a whole package, and leave. It's wonderful. We've gotten very close, so it's really nice. So thank you, everyone, for your questions that you send me through the video request in the contact page. I really appreciate that. Have a good week. Keep sending me your questions, and I will keep answering them for you. Thank you.